Okay, Lacey Range viewers. If some of you have been following me on Facebook on Lacey's Range. It's a group. You have seen this gun already once. Uh, Out here today, we're just shooting at 100, 200, and 3, not at 3, but at 250 um, with the PTR 44. Now, this is a replica of a piece of history, guys. Uh, This is the granddaddy of them all. Everything that we're using in the military, individual weapon wise, flows from this right here. Um, I mean, look at this. It's not to say that it's built cheaply, but it's built cheaper than most guns of that era that would have been milled receivers or something else. This is stampings, handguard stamped, whole body stamped. Now, just like an AK or any of your other stamped guns that are out there, there's a trunnion up under here that, of course, that's holding the barrel, um, and got it set, headspace set, and everything else, and holding the pressure or helping the locking the bolt. And this is a drop bolt design, just like the SKS or the Tokarev or the FAL, all that. Now, it is a long piston, though. The piston comes all the way up through here. Here's the gas block. Oh, Lord, we sure don't want that thing to drop. Gas block. You notice that the sights are up high. It's not directly in line, but it's pretty close to inline configuration. Another first for its day. And all of you, especially if you use the M16 series, watch this. Ah! Dust cover. First one I know of. There might have been another one out there before that, but it pops up instead of down like our M16s or ARs do. Safety, now the original full auto version, right here would have been how you choose semi-automatic or full automatic. Now the safety, flop her over right here. Knocking my rounds over. But you can see right here is the safety. That's fire, safe. So now when you mess around with the SENTMEs, the original SENTME, you know why they got that push down to shoot instead of up, or the H&K has to push down. If you notice the Austrian and the early German G1s, FALs, you notice they had a metal handguard, bolt handle, reciprocating bolt handle, right here with the, up here, just like the FAL, where you can grab it with your left hand. I mean, truly an innovative gun. Now it's heavy, guys. It'll run with the M1 Grand any day on weight. But the firepower is pretty impressive. Barrel nut, not the first one, but the Germans have originally planned on have a series of silencers, blank adapters, and everything else to go along with this. Of course, they never really did get to put any of that into play, but they tried to produce these just as fast as they could. And of course, you all know the thing. Hitler didn't approve of it at first. The second time, I think the third time, he finally approved it. And they were lucky that they could get it out there at all. And in some ways, it might have been the worst thing for them too. I know they needed them, but just like with other wonder weapons that the Germans came up with during World War II, it hurt them all the way around. They were losing more guns than they could replace. But I'm truly blessed, truly blessed to get the chance to shoot this. In fact, these PTR 44s, supposedly there's about 200 of them that came in, and so I can guarantee you there's less of them than there are of the real full auto guns running around out there. 30 round clip. The release is over here, so you do it with if you're shooting right-handed, you would do it with your thumb. similar to MP40. They already had that going on. And another innovative feature of it is the round. Now right here, I've got the 7.92 by 33 Hertz in between the 7.62 by 39 and the 5.45 or 5.56 by 45. Okay, and you can tell it's a small cartridge, short. And now I didn't film it out to 600 yet. We're gonna go back out there and film that for you. But I can tell you, if up to 400, you can get hits pretty reliably. After that, it starts dying quick. 7.62 by 39 probably gets another 100 yards on it, fairly easy, maybe 200 yards on it, depending on the gun. Of course, 5.45, down there at 55 grains, you can eat at 600, get up with 55 grains. So just to give you an idea of the power class. That's roughly a 16-inch barrel. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Of course, I can't figure out the sling system that they came with. And I've got the book Stone Career from the Collector Series. I know if you wanted to carry it, of course, you'd want the flat side against your back. Carrying it like I've got it right here. And hell, who knows, they might not even been thinking about the assault sling like we like to carry them nowadays. But it's coming on that side. And with this system, it's really not made for it, but you could still swap this over and have it come over the top and go out the other side, and it sort of be where you can carry it like that. But little strange on the sling system. Don't know what they were. Well, I know what they were going with, and I know they didn't have time to worry about too much of it. It's trying to get out as many as you can. Gas plug right here. This is for John Brewer. This is the stacking hook or stacking rod, where they would have put several of them together. When you're in camp or something like that, you got to keep a tidy camp at all times. Now, from my shooting it so far, the recoil is non-existent. I'm just trying to think. It's just a little bit more than shooting a 9mm carbine. I mean, this is a heavy weapon, guys. I mean, it really is. Really heavy. So it's not much recoil to it. And I understand the concept behind it. Man, we're still following it today. The idea, the controlling the 100 to 300, or really 0 to 300 battle space, and it will definitely do that. And no doubt in my mind, if this was a full auto gun, much like a 9mm, you could just hold it in there and just eat something up. No problem at all. No doubt in my mind about that. You probably got more recoil from you're working the trigger than you do from the round itself in this gun. But the concept that 0 to 300, that's where most of still today, that's where most of the combat takes place. Now, in the American Army, we got that target shooting mentality, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Make it count. I'm a strong proponent of that also. But, we like to at least get out to 600. And, you can take any M4, and especially 62 grain, and reach out to 600. Now, is it going to be as effective as 308 or some of the other rounds that you always hearing about? No. But it will put a hole in a man, and it'll kill them. And they'll definitely know they've been hit if it doesn't kill them. So you can do that. And there's enough of us out there that shoot, and it's in the military and everything. You know, as long as you can see them, you can put it on there. That's the thing. Most of the time you can't see them, so you're just shooting for effect. This would have been great. They also during the war had trouble producing ammo for these. In fact, they could, from my understanding, they could really produce the guns faster than what they could get the ammo out to keep them supplied. So sort of held them up there too. But watch the video here and check this out, and be ready for the when we go out to the 600, when we walk it on out and see how far we can go with it there. All right, watch the video. Okay, we're gonna let the STG eat at 100 yards here. See how it does. Now the magazine is like at my tallest point on the block here, the range systems block, and magazine is still wanting to touch the ground. So flip her on safe or off of safe. Let me check. Yep, sight. Oh, got it flopped up. Okay, sight set on 100 yards. Let's see what the PTR 44 can do. I feel pretty good here. It's a good rest. Hey, like that. I didn't even hear it. I got my speaker here, headphones on. I didn't even hear it. Heard that. Okay, we'll shoot one. Safety on. All right, not the best groupie. Definitely not the best. But let's go out to 200. Okay. Put the sights on 2. Okay, safety off. Safety a little bit. I mean, I got to be over here. Not no worse than it. A bunch of them, but this magazine is giving me hell, guys. Got to get up so high. Tell you what, I think I'm just gonna stand up for this 200 here, and I am modifying. I got to get up higher because the magazine's so high, or it's tall rather. But okay, sight set on 2. There's a hit. There's a hit. There's a hit. Now, flipping on safe. Now, that ain't bad there. I don't know what happened at 100, but that is really not bad. Can I see the 300? Oh, I think I can do the 250. That was averaging just a little high. So let's go 250. I'm just not sure I can see the 300. But But let's see what we can do. Okay, the 250 is the bright white 66% silhouette that we got there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on 200. Did not hear a hit. Alright, does that sound like a hit? That powder smells good, guys. Okay, the hit I have is low. So let's see if we can. Now I still got the sight set on 200. No bolt hold back on this bad boy. Alright, we got one hit down there. And that was at the bottom. Okay, Lacey Range viewers, what'd you think about that? I've never been a fan of the German sighting system where you have the inverted V's going against each other, the V cut in the rear sight and the V pointed V or whatever you want to call it. I forget the technical name, barleycorn, I think, for the sights on the STG or on any of the K98s or everything else they had. I have a hard time with it. I can shoot much better with the U and the post, flat post, but 200, I'm pretty proud of it at 200. 250, I'm probably a little bit low. If I had somebody spotting for me, we probably would have picked it up and got it in there after the first shot. But we'll save all that for the 600. But look at this, guys. Here's the PTR 44 STG, MP 44, whichever name you want to use for it, semi-automatic version. And of course, here's a I use this one because it's only full stock Chinese or AK that I've got. But you can see the resemblance in them. The idea was the same on both of them. And it'd be hard. This preceded this by several years. The ammo, my personal feelings on that is they were both working on ammo. Everybody was getting the same conclusions from World War One, and at the start of World War Two, it was, infantry combat was taking place 300 meters in. It's just everybody knew it, so everybody was working on that, and the shortened 8mm case, 8mm diameter bullet. You could do everything on the same machinery. Keep your costs down. Cut your powder consumption in half. Lead, almost in half also. And then on the 7.62 by 39, same thing. Russian 310 diameter bullets. You go from 150 down to, they never made the jump up like they did have a 182 grain bullet, I think, yellow tip, but most of it was LPS or 150, and took it down to 125 and cut the powder in half. Bam, here you go. So they arrived, I think myself, they arrived at the same conclusion, and we're going on. Now, Kalashnikov, both of them a long piston. That was nothing new back then. Rotating bolt, falling block. And to me, the AK borrows more from the Garand than it. The trigger mechanism, all that stuff, to me is more Garand-like, and how the bolt operates. The rotating bolts, take it for what it's worth. But both of them coming to the same conclusion. Both of them fielded a butt ton of submachine guns in World War II, and 150 in, submachine guns effective. Uh, After that, ooh, it's getting pretty tough, pretty tough. Open bolt, everything's slamming for. It's hard to keep your aim and do all that. Here, closed bolts, and they're going at it. Reduced power cartridge that will get you, both of them will get you out to 400, no problem at all, and kill anything they hit. So take it for what it's worth. We'll end this video. I don't want to get it too long anyway, but look for the next one. We'll be out on the 600, and I sort of hope I'm gonna get some more ammo. And just let you know, this ammo is like $1.25 a round. So this is, and I have no reason to reload it because, like I say, it's Chubb's gun. John Chubb let me borrow this, and thank him immensely for letting him do this and do this. But I'd love to shoot this in our July iron sight match, and I was going to do it this month, June, and I took it down there. And of course, I didn't know what Dennis was going to set up on the match, and I got down there, and at 500, it was dead. I mean, I went from hitting everything to couldn't hit it at all. So, but I'll get back out there, practice with it, get some more ammo in, and maybe I can shoot it next month and see what it does. Get back with me. Please go to Lacey's Range on Facebook if you ain't been there, and please subscribe, and we'll see you soon.